it's so important, I feel, to just check in with how these topics, how these concepts land for you in your body. Heal whatever wants to be healed, to bring light, to bring truth, to bring openness to the closedness. Every time we build a wisdom well, the important thing, as many of you have heard me say, is to first be willing to get our hands in the dirt, which means to check in with how is the body responding to this. And we're specifically looking for any contracted, heavy, tightening, uncomfortable feelings, because they are often the clue that something wants enlightenment, something wants truth. So it's a beautiful, honest, easy, simple thing to do, is literally to think about a topic and to take a moment or two mindfully in a meditative way, just to create a bit of distance, to create a little bit of witnessing as you, in an unconditional, not want to change anything, don't want to, just to be present to whatever shows up. We are open to whatever shows up. There's no comparison. There's no right or wrong. So I'm inviting you not to think that there's a right answer here. Your job is to invite a connection to the topic and to sit in your own perfect way. It might help to close your eyes a little bit, otherwise to just drop your gaze. Sometimes it helps to just drop the eyes a little bit from looking up, so that we have more of a kinesthetic awareness going on, that we're noticing more of the body sensation. And then we're going to just be checking in with these 3 words. We're going to do one at a time. You can have some pen and paper nearby if you want to jot things down. If you want to pop things into the chat, you're also welcome. The more you share with me, the more I'll be able to sort of consciously work with whatever you're presenting in the group. So you're most welcome to share, and then we can work together. So nothing too complicated. Simply, we're going to look at this. So we're going to start with the word purpose. And I'm going to invite you also to think about everything purpose means. So we don't want to get stuck on one word per se. We want to think about what the word purpose means for you. And so you might think purpose means direction. Maybe it means what you're wanting to do with your life, how you want to express yourself in your life. Whatever the meaning is for you, let's just take a moment, and I'm going to open the space and invite you all to open it with me. And we are just going to be, in a way, tuning in to our honest body response. Just gently take your attention to the chest area, to the stomach area, to the way your body is feeling right now. Invite yourself to just be present, to be here in the space. So I invite you to be in this space that we have together, that we are creating and co-creating together. So notice the tummy area, notice the abdomen, notice the chest area, and just invite yourself to relax and perhaps even consciously take a few nice slow breaths, letting go of the day and the week, letting go of where your mind was even 15 minutes ago, just to be here, inviting yourself to be here. And as you bring your attention to this beautiful space that we're creating, noticing your body, just noticing the subtle or strong responses, being mindful, being present, not changing anything, simply noticing. And as we do this, we're going to drop into the space the concept of purpose, your purpose. And all you want to do right now is simply imagine that you're tuning in to the idea of your purpose, the same way you would feel a song playing, and you might notice how the song makes your body feel. Some music will uplift you, and other music might create some nostalgia, different energetic responses in the body. And so just think about, focus on, tune in to the idea of purpose, having a purpose in life, your purpose, and the questions that come up for you around purpose. And as you connect to this idea of purpose, be present for whatever you're noticing. Does the idea of purpose and the way you interpret that word, does it create a longing inside of you? Or does it create a sense of inspired peace? Look for the feelings that are being evoked now. Is there an overall opening feeling, or is there a mixed feeling? A little bit of openness, but also some kind of flattering and tightness? Or is there a feeling of heaviness, confusion, or contraction? There's no wrong answer. There's no right answer. There's just you noticing what's happening as you focus on the idea of purpose. If you want to jot some things down, if you want to share in the chat in a moment or immediately, as you please. Purpose. The other way you can also access more of this is to think about, to imagine that you are now suddenly sitting in the chair or sitting in the space of your purpose, of the idea of purpose. And just as if you were noticing the way you would respond to a space, to the room that you're in. What is happening as you notice, as if you're sitting in the armchair of purpose, you're sitting in the space of purpose, as if you were just checking the atmosphere, the way it felt to be in that space. How is your body responding? What's happening for you? No wrong answer, no right answer. There could be a steady, consistent thing going on, or it could be changing. Purpose. Maybe add the word my purpose. My purpose. We're not trying to find any answers right now or any information. We're just checking in. How does purpose land for you? The idea of a purpose. And as we're doing this, I also now would like you to let the questions around purpose that are meaningful for you, let them show up. Purpose. What is important for you to know about purpose? What is interesting for you? What is meaningful for you? What question shows up? Or questions? And I'm going to be quiet for a moment as we slow down and we just really look here. What's showing up in terms of questions around purpose? I'm going to be silent for just a minute or two. Nothing's gone wrong with the internet. Just being quiet so that you can have a little bit of a sit with this and see what shows up. Make some notes if you want, either just in your mind and heart or writing them down. Purpose. Okay, beautiful souls. Purpose. What's showing up for you? Let me know in the chat. Whatever you feel like sharing, if it's a question, if it's an understanding, if it's just like, Cole, I don't know what you're wanting us to do. Nothing's happening for me. I'm thinking about lunch. Whatever, whatever happens is good. You can all experiment with this, by the way. If the feeling that's happening in your body, like a song, like an experience in your body, if that was a body posture, what would that be? Now, for those of you that have learned coaching from me, that's a question we use. It's just a way to plug into the kinesthetic, to just get a little bit deeper into something. What is the body posture? So when you tune into the idea of purpose, is it like your body opens, or does it close, or what happens to the chest? What happens to the stomach area? What happens to your shoulders, your arms? Where do they naturally want to be? Whatever kind of longing, contracted feeling, heavy feeling, that tells us where something wants wisdom. It's like we found the little dry patch of the garden, right? We found the part of the desert that wants some water. That wherever there is contracted, fluttering, longing, any kind of discomfort, any kind of uncomfortable feeling, that uncomfortable feeling, the contracted heaviness, or however it shows up for you, doesn't mean no. Just like an openness doesn't mean yes. What it does tell us is that there's a thirst, there's a lack of clear seeing, like a dark room where we want to open the door and let in some sunlight, or open the curtains and let in some sunlight. The moment we have clarity, the moment we have clear seeing, it will shift to that openness. Isn't that beautiful, simple, elegant?